One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards, first down, Packers. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. Rodgers now to throw. Able to find Harris, complete. No catches for him in the wild card win last week, but he's got a first quarter grab here.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open. He finds a way to pick up a first down.
A big pickup of 38. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Mack. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Tedrick Thompson picks it. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Here we go.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. That's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch in the playoffs.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 13, 13. Get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Hey, Haywood.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
That's going to be caught by Samuel. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 1st down, Garoppolo. That'll be complete to Breida. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now McKinnon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
Here we go.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down.
Hey, Mike's 42. Mike's 42.
Pick it up. Pick it up. Pick it up.
12. 42 the mark, boys. 42. 49.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And he's got it. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the 1st. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt him later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the 1st half.
And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. To throw is Rodgers. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
3rd down. And 5 yards to go.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. On play action, now Rodgers. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this 1st quarter. D. Ford, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. On 1st down, here's Breida. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Second down, McKinnon. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Let's go, G. Tighten up.
Garoppolo going to try and throw on 3rd. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
49er, first down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Garoppolo and the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Garoppolo gives to Breida. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Come on, let's go. Begin.
13.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 5.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And he fires one that's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into 1st downs and hopefully points. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Working from the gun, Rodgers. He gets this to Devontae Adams. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
On 2nd down now, it's Mack. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. That'll get a little bit back, give him 5 on the run, and they'll be left with a 3rd and 13.
56. Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And Ginn's got it. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
On second down, it's Mack, and he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Rodgers now on first down. That's complete to the former Aggie, Jay Sternberger. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a first down on that effort. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal. Now Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run as his guys are on the board first here tonight. And nothing special there. They show they were going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in.
Like old-time football, right? Hey, this is exactly what we're going to do. Straight-ahead power, and they got it done.
Oh, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. He was looking that time for Dante Pettis, and that'll bring up second down.
Here we go. Hey, alert! Alert! Alert!
Out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. Got a man. That's Richie James. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 40. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Garoppolo now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down.
6. 42. Hey, team 6. Team 6. 3.
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
He was covered by Jair Alexander.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Garoppolo again. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Garoppolo. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 8.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Got his target, Samuel. 23 yards, the final tally.
It's a gain of 23 yards. That's good for a 49er first down.
Garoppolo, 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10.
Mike 42, Mike 42. Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. Over the middle, he finds Pettis complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
11.
Mike 42, Mike 42.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one. and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kenny Clark in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to fourth down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. The pass rush specialist, D. Ford, in on the stop. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They keep it on the ground. Mack again. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On third down, here's Jones. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Rodgers going to throw. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On play action, Rodgers. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Darqueze Dennard.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
2nd and 5 at the 33-yard line.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Garoppolo now. That'll be complete to Breida. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Garoppolo to throw on 3rd and 1. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Garoppolo now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. This is Breida. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Here's a first down throw that's complete. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Garoppolo on the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Watch the shit.
Now a give coming right is Breida. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. That's complete to Jake Butt. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And this is going to be intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score, and he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 13 yards, first down Packers.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. This is Mack on the counter. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 7 yards there and a first down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. So the solid run on first, and I would imagine no real hurry to run that 2nd down play.
No, it's all in your quarterback now. He's going to keep an eye on the play clock and bleed things down, and he's not going to let the ball be snapped until it's inside 3 seconds left on the play clock. Unless, of course, you're playing a video game, you're trying to run it up on your friend.
Nice touch. Cold-blooded, too. Adams hauling it in from Rodgers. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 34-yard line.
First down, Green Bay.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Here's Marlon Mack. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6.
And it's 3rd down.
Let's get that home. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey,
They go right back to Mack. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
That one hurts a bit. That was a golden opportunity to possibly put this one on ice, but he comes up empty.
And how big of a miss might that turn out to be? Stay tuned. There's still time left on the clock. This could be critical.
Still a 1-score game. Had he hit that, it would have been 2 scores. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. I tell you what, it's kind of hard to imagine. They have not scored a single point, and yet they're in this position, a touchdown drive here, and they're in the lead.
Normally, when you have 0 on your side of the ledger on the scoreboard, you're a little bit discouraged. But when they look over and see their opponents, they don't see a number that's way out there. They don't see a number they can't attain. In fact, they can get it right here on this drive and potentially take the lead.
Mike's 42. Mike's 42. Hey, Charlie. 42 to Mike, boys. 42.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Well, that'll get them to first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Here's Breida, and they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
So now they operate back from their side of the field here, 2nd and long. Now Garoppolo. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 37. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Two times. 3 now. Like 42.
Lock.
Check three.
Garoppolo to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
Here we go. Like 20.
No such thing as a loss. We take wins home.
Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Get that quarterback.
Back to throw. This is caught. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Dante Pettis in the final minute, as they are now an extra point away from perhaps stealing one here in the final minute. Bryant's extra point up and good. And that is going to put him on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Rodgers now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10. On 1st down, Mack. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Rodgers. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. A costly sack. They'll have to use a timeout here. And barring a defensive penalty, they'll be looking at one final play. One final try for Rodgers. We've seen this before. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. Well, on both sides, you come into this game with so much hope, so much build-up, looking to move on. One side gets to do that, but let's not forget the others. Tough pill to swallow.
It really is, because there's so much hard work, effort. You mentioned the hope to go on and maybe play in the big game itself. Well, let's see how they handle it, though. The offseason is going to be a long one for them because they're going to eat their heart out watching other people continue to play. But can they come back the next year and find it in them to make that same run again and maybe find a way to advance?
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.